Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It has been a long time since I've recorded, but I am beaming with excitement for this brand new series. I cannot wait to get this started. First thing I want to say is Emerald is not canceled. I will return to it at some point as I did in the past with White 2. So that will come back once I get back into the swing of things with the channel. But for me to get back into it, I needed to start fresh with something, and I wanted to start fresh with an idea that I have had over the past couple of months. And if you guys watched my last video, the rules video for this series, you will know that I am doing my own Nuzlocke-variant, and that's going to be a FateLocke. Now, if you haven't seen that rules video, please stop what you're doing and go check it out right now. A link will be in the description. And with that out of the way, let's jump into this series and get this started. I am really looking forward to this. There are a few things that I would like to go over before we get started. We've all seen this intro. It'll be quick. But first thing I want to say is I am going to be playing with extra rules on top of the normal FateLocke that I have created. Those rules can be found in the description in a little image, in a little sheet. There's a link to a little image that I made that makes it all cutesy and explains all the extra rules that I'm going to be playing with. On top of those extra rules, I am also going to be playing with another rule that I've created myself called Previous Game Clause. This makes it so any Pokemon I've used in the past on the channel is not allowed to be used in this series. However, with Previous Game Clause, on a game that I have played on the channel before, such as Platinum, a new season will begin. What that means is any Pokemon that I used on the channel other than the ones in Platinum are allowed to be used once again. However, any Pokemon used to any extent whatsoever in the original Platinum Wedlocke is banned for this series, and they won't count as an encounter in any means at all, meaning any of those Pokemon that I used in the first series aren't allowed to be used in this one. A link to a sheet, just like the extra rules, is also in the description going over all of those Pokemon. However, do be warned, it spoils the entirety of the original Platinum Wedlocke I did, and it's one of my most popular series, which is why I'm doing this game on Platinum. So, if you haven't seen that, I definitely recommend checking it out before this one. But I'll try to keep it best at not spoiling them. But if we run into those Pokemon, I'll obviously have to point it out. So with that out of the way, I do want to go ahead and talk about the extra rules just a little bit, because I know not everybody's going to understand everything I'm saying in there, because there's a lot on that little picture. But before we do that, I do want to go ahead and tell Professor Rowan a little bit about ourselves. So he wants us to know if we're a boy or a girl. Now, in the original Platinum Wedlocke, I did play as a boy, and I just played as Chroma as myself, as I used to do on my earlier series. But as I've gone on, I've ended up playing as different characters that relate to the naming theme or the series in some way. Now, I will come out and say right now, there is no naming theme for this series. I'm doing what I did in White 2, where I don't name things based on a list. I just go with whatever I come up with on the spot. I think that relates to Fate in a little bit, because every name will be come up with on the spot, and who knows what it could be. And with that being said, I'm going to be playing as the girl in this series, because her name that we'll be playing as, the girl will be playing as, also relates to Fate in some way. And I've had this name picked out for a while, but I was at Walmart just a few hours ago before I actually started recording this episode, and the cashier has the name that I was going to be playing as. And there's only one thing I can do to sum up that name and sum up the person we're going to be playing as, because it has everything to do with Destiny. I didn't even check if it was going to fit. I'm so glad it does. So we're going to be playing as Destiny, and along this journey, we're probably going to find out what our true destiny is. There's going to be a lot of corny Fate and Destiny jokes. Get prepared, buckle in, because the fate is in our hands. I swear it's going to get bad, so this is your chance to back out now. Anyways, I didn't even think about our rival. I forgot we get to name our rival in Platinum. That's right. Well, I could just name him Barry or Gavin, as I used to name him as a little kid. Which is funny, because one of my best Pokemon friends when I was little was named Gavin, and he was always one of the default names. And I was always like, oh, I'll name him Gavin! But I don't talk to Gavin anymore. But that's got nothing to do with this. I think we need to name Barry after something that relates to Destiny as well. Do I just name him Fate? Do I? I think. Actually, I'm not going to name him Fate, because that's a little bit too obvious. I'm going to name him something very similar to it, and something that we are going to have if we get through this journey alive. And that is faith. We're going to have an awful lot of faith, and seeing as how he's our friend, I think that's a good name for him. So our friend's name is Faith. Destiny and faith. We have to get through this adventure. We have to get to our destiny by having faith. It all makes sense. It's gonna be beautiful. I can't wait to see the story that is told on this adventure. And as Professor Rowan says, that grand adventure is about to unfold. So let's jump right in. And before we do that, I do want to go over the extra rules just a tiny bit. There's a couple things I want to say. So the main gimmick of this playthrough is going to be the PokéRadar. You will see that in the title and on the layout. That means I'm going to be playing with a PokéRadar item unlocked right away. That's an item normally unobtainable until after you beat the game, but I'm going to cheat it in here in a few seconds to have it at the start of our adventure. This unlocks a ton of unique Pokemon that you don't normally get to see in the Sinnoh region, and they'll all be available for us to catch, and it could add some really spice to the adventure. It's going to be really interesting to see what we can get. For example, I can catch a Wobbuffet on the first lake. I can get a Wobbuffet in like the first episode. That's crazy, but it's just crazy enough to be fun. So that's just something else. And you can also get the Nidoran, male and female on the first route. There's some cool stuff. Along with that, the other extra rule that I want to mention is by unlocking the PokéRadar, you get every single key item in the game immediately. I have no way of hacking. I just have an action replay DSi. And by getting the PokéRadar, it gives me all the key items. I never found a way around this, but that's actually okay because it unlocks some other interesting things. And I have rules about all of those. Any key items that I can get in the normal playthrough, such as the coupons that you get for the Poketch, I have to get those before I can actually use them. And the bicycle. I can't use the bike until after I've actually unlocked the bike. But any key item that you don't normally get, such as the PokéRadar, is allowed. And there's a rule for the Super Rod. The Super Rod isn't unlocked until after I get the Smoke Ball east of Celestic Town. This means I must always have the Smoke Ball equipped when I go fishing with it, and any Pokemon found above the level limit that is currently available to us is not allowed, and we'll just refish again. That balances the Super Rod out since there's some cool Pokemon you can find with it, but their levels can be very high. It's like level 20 to 60 or something. So that balances that out. And we can also use things such as the secret key to change Rotom's forms. So if we get Rotom, which I'm definitely going to catch, there's some really cool Pokemon that we can have with it. Obviously, I could use all of them, which would be sweet. So with that being said, I am going to go ahead and pause right here, take the game out, slot the action replay in, and we're going to go ahead and come back to a bag full of every key item in the game. All right, everybody, it has been done. Oh my god, that took so much longer than I thought because I spent about 20 minutes trying to get the code to work on my DS Lite. The action replay device is a DSi. 20 IQ, wait. 180 IQ, that's the meme. Alright, so I'll go ahead and show it off. So as you can see, all the bag slots are going to remain empty. I obviously have the codes that are built into it for everything, but I don't want to do that. I just want to play with something that changes the encounters a little bit. So as you can see, it gives me every single key item in the game, including the red chain, which is completely unobtainable. And I don't think it has a use. But we're going to just go ahead and ignore the fact that we have the red chain in our bag. Don't tell anybody! And, you know, we got the Verse Seeker, but things that are obtainable through normal play, such as this and the bike, and, you know, the old and the good rod, I'm not allowed to use until I actually get them. But the Super Rod I can't get until the after game. So it is allowed, but like I said, I have to unlock it by obtaining the Smoke Ball on Route 210, I think it is. So that's all of that stuff. We even have this. Don't tell anybody. Once again, don't tell no one. Yeah, all this stuff. The Magma Stone. This 10-year-old kid has some contraband. We're going to keep that on the hush-hush. All we care about is this one item all the way up here that I passed. And I didn't even acknowledge the whole reason of doing this. The PokéRadar! There it is! Cool. So we can now access some really cool Pokemon, as I said. I'm looking forward to it. We got a couple things to change. Got to go ahead and make text speed fast. And my favorite frame on Gen 4 is 6. So we're going to go ahead and do the 6. And we're not going to do set. That would be not something we're going to do on the first FateLocke. Maybe sometime, but not today. We didn't even check out Destiny's ID. 57626. That's a beautiful ID number, and I don't know why my 3DS capture card is set to December 24th. It's Christmas. Wait, no, it's not Christmas. It is the 24th. Hey, the time is set correctly. I felt like it was Christmas, but I was just at Walmart. Walmart's not open on Christmas. We're gonna continue now. Faith is gonna barge upstairs and be like, "You have to have me. I'm a requirement." Oh my God, that's what it is. Faith, we have to have him on our journey. He actually has a purpose. He's not a useless rival. We have to have him. Otherwise, what do we have? Right? No, I'm gonna try to tone down the fate and the destiny jokes, I promise. I went to school with a couple of people named Destiny. Yeah, it's true. I didn't know them very well. The one person moved away to the other school, and my friend Cody moved to that school at the same time, and they were like the only two from our school that were at that school. Not friends, just you know, they weren't friends. This is one of those situations. But anyways, I do have a funny story about the Destiny I went to school with. It's not, I don't agree with this. I will just throw this out there. I don't agree with this, but I was a dumb fourth grader. Fourth graders do stupid things. And, you know, I wanted to invite people to my birthday party, which, by the way, was a couple days ago. Not my birthday party, because, you know, I don't have parties anymore. I just turned 21. But, where was I going with this? I wanted to hand out invitations to my birthday party at school to my friends, you know, but the teacher's like, "No, you have to hand out invitations to everybody." And she said, "Start by handing one to Destiny right there." And I was just like terrified, like, I don't want Destiny at my party. I don't like her. We were fourth graders. And I start crying. And it's like, you know, hindsight's 2020. That probably was not the nicest thing to do to Destiny. But we're gonna forget about that. That's a long time ago. I'm sure she has. I just have a really weird memory and remember absolutely everything, and it's creepy. I admit it, but you know, the chances of her actually watching this video today, 0%. So we're gonna just continue it on and go talk to Faith again. Gotta have him. Gotta have it. So anyways, I'm sure a lot of you have been wondering where I've been, what I've been up to. Well, like I said, I did move. We finally did it. I can't believe it. We moved. Recording situation hasn't gotten much better because, you know, we still had the same crappy furniture that we had in the last place. But, you know, over time, it will get better, I'm sure. Well, the dog's sleeping right there snoring, but I'm gonna learn to accept that because you guys seem to love the boys and their snores and their annoyances. Do I have to go talk to Mom again? No, I already did that. What am I talking about? Anyways, one more thing I do want to point out before we actually get fully going here is to mention the awesome artwork in the bottom left corner of the layout and in the thumbnail. That I always do ask people if I can use their artwork before I use it, but they didn't get back to me in time, and I had already made the layout. I'm sure they would. I give them credit anyways. It's amazing work. You should definitely go check them out. It's in the description below, closer to the bottom where all the mentions are, like for the pixel badges on the layout as well, which those are awesome as well. So that's just my little, you know, what's that called? Shout out to the people that did the art in the description. Well, not the description, and the layout. They're in the description. Enough of this. Barry, it's gonna take a little time. Bear with me. Bear with me. Please bear with me. We have to go ahead and call him Faith, because if we don't say Faith, we don't have the faith that's required. So every time I slip up and say Barry, a Pokemon literally has just died. We don't have any Pokemon yet. We're about to get some because Faith is about to jump in. He's about to jump into the tall grass. And then the old man from the intro screen that we completely ignored while I did not shut up, same thing's gonna happen right here, promise, comes out of nowhere and he's like, nah, not doing that. You need a Pokemon to go into the tall grass. Doesn't your mother tell you? Destiny's mother told her. That's true, she did. But I don't know what Faith's mom did. She's probably don't even know what he's doing. That's what my parents were like for the most part. Like, I think it's good to give your kids some freedom, you know, as long as you know they're like in a safe town. I'm sure if you live in like New York City, don't let your kids go outside after like 6 alone. I don't know what it's like in New York City. You probably don't want to let them go outside alone ever. But in a small rural Ohio town, it's okay. Like, I can go outside and lay down in the street at 1 in the morning, and I probably would fall asleep and wake up just fine. It's true, but you can't do that in them big cities. So I highly keep, you know, Destiny's mom is probably a little bit overbearing. Faith's mom is just like, hey, it's fine. We live in Twin Leaf Town. I almost said Twilight Town. This is not Paper Mario or Kingdom Hearts. I haven't played Kingdom Hearts, so don't be like, oh, you're a Kingdom Hearts fan. No, I haven't actually played it at all. But the new one's coming out. That's pretty cool. All right, I just wanted to ignore Rowan so much because you gotta stay consistent. Anyways, his buddy Lucas is coming up. Hey, Earthbound. So many games all at once, right? Wait, it's not Earthbound, it's Mother. I'm gonna get so many bad comments for that. Haven't played Mother either. I have played Earthbound. But anyways, he's bringing us some Pokemon, and we get to pick our first Pokemon. I'm so excited. I don't even know what I want to do with myself here. I'm very excited. So, to go over something, obviously I can't use any Pokemon that I used in the original Platinum. Turn back now if you want to watch it. I picked Turtwig. So, I'm not allowed to pick Turtwig in this playthrough. I have to pick either Piplup or Chimchar. Now, I could go off of my ID. I could just pick whatever I want, but I want them both equally. So, I say this is a great opportunity to leave something up to fate. That was the dice in the cup. If you didn't know, it's the dice. I'm not just like having a seizure or something. It's the dice. I have no idea how loud that is. Anyways, there's 3 Pokeballs. We can only pick 2 of them. Not that one. It has to be either this one, the Chimp Pokemon Chimchar, which he's my favorite of the 3, but I haven't used Piplup in a long time, so I would be completely fine with the Penguin Pokemon Piplup. So since this is the closer one, Chimchar is going to be 1 through 3, and 4 through 6 on the dice is going to be Piplup. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a jingle, like the bells in your home, because it's Christmas season! Dump it in the bowl! And we getting a 5. No, I wanted Chimchar. Well, it's up to fate. We're picking the Penguin Pokemon Piplup. Oh yeah! Something happened. The Kool-Aid Man just busted through the door, apparently. All right, we got Piplup. I'm so excited. We can't give it a name yet, so I have all this time to stew about what the name is going to be. Brainstorm. It has to be something we've referenced in this episode. It has to be after something like that, because that's the destiny, right? I wouldn't have thought about that any other time, but right now, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. All right, he's gonna leave, and so is his, whatever his face name was, Lucas? Was that your name? I don't care. Anyways, Faith is about to rev up and say, Destiny, we both got Pokemon now. There's only one thing to do, right? Are you up for this? Are you up to the challenge? And to that I'll say, I don't have a choice. It's my destiny. I've always wanted to say this. The time has finally come. Destiny, I challenge you to a battle. All right, time for our first rival battle of the Pokemon Platinum FateLocke versus Faith and his newly found Turtwig. Chimchar doesn't get to be seen. No! I love him. He's so cute and monkey-like. You will pay for picking Turtwig, the obvious pick in this situation. How dare you? I'm gonna pound you to oblivion. Please do a decent chunk so I know you might have a bad nature, bud. This could not go well. This could actually end in a bad situation. Turtwig, don't... If the beginning episode has a Turtwig making fun, that just screams an awful lot for what this series entails. Longtime viewers will understand, but Turtwig will die! Please. Please. I know this is not going to be the most entertaining rival battle you'll ever see in your life, but if we come out on top... Hey, buddy, why are you hiding? It's not nice. Throw is over here crying at me. He's like, why are you screaming? They forgot, them short-term brain spans on the pug. They don't know why their brother's screaming like an idiot at 8:45 on Christmas Eve. And I'm sure my new neighbors don't understand either because they haven't seen anything yet. I digress. I don't think Turtwig's gonna go ahead and beat us. He's kind of got, a 5 IQ span, spamming them withdrawals. Throw, it's okay. I'm all right. Don't worry about it. I'm not dying. I'm fine. All right, let's just pound. That's all you can do. If that does a decent amount, we could be, I don't like this. I don't like the way this is looking. Is this really what Destiny has in store for us? This is not what's going to happen here. You see, kids, I'm not happy about this. I'm really not happy about this. Because, no, the challenge doesn't start until we get Pokeballs, but I don't even like the thought of knowing that one of my Pokemon have fainted before. So I will reset, just so you know. And I'll meet you guys back at the Pokemon picking bag because Turtwig just bested us. That's really unfortunate. This is just beautiful. I see you with a new ID and all that. Okay, I did not make a new file because I'm far too lazy to put the action replay back in and get the key items again. So this is our destiny. We get a new Piplup. This is our new Piplup. I'm gonna kill Turtwig now. Okay, this is not funny, Piplup. Don't do this. Thank you. I have come to the conclusion that that first Piplup just sucks. You know, Fate had different plans. It was robbed of its childhood when a brutal Turtwig came in and eviscerated its life and I had to reset. But hey, this Piplup is the new Piplup, and this Piplup is the one that Fate decided will be the one we take on our journey. That works. Cool. Bonus points to all you people that got this Sly Cooper reference. Fate had different plans. I was robbed of my childhood when a brutal gang... Yeah, you get it! It's... Deep breaths. Let's just relax and do this. The first Piplup will always be remembered as the Piplup that never was. You know, I think this Piplup will prove us to be an extraordinary piece of Piplup, if that makes sense. I wish we got Chimchar. You know, I was debating, hey, let's re-roll because we lost the first time, but no. I was given Piplup. We're gonna take Piplup. That would be stupid to re-roll. So yeah, we beat him. It only took once. Hopefully that's the only time he ever manages to take a Pokemon from us, am I right? And no, that will not count as a death. The challenge hasn't actually started. It's just a personal thing with me. I don't really want to play with a Pokemon that I know has fainted. It wouldn't feel right for me, so I just feel like, why not just reset and get a new Piplup? So let's go ahead and check out our Piplup. The better Piplup. The beautiful Piplup. The mild-natured Piplup that is highly curious. That's beautiful. I wonder who he will befriend along this journey. I was thinking, it's gonna be really cool. Because say we use this Piplup all the time, and when I roll the dice, say I have like a Garchomp on my team, you know, just completely random, throwing that out there real quick. But, you know, say we've got one of them on the team, right? And I roll the dice with Piplup, and like, it always seems like every time Piplup's in the front, we get Garchomp. And it's like those two they're just best buddies. They can't help but think to be apart. And they just want to fight alongside each other all the time, that Fate decides that for them. So it's like, there's so many cool story options with this type of challenge. It sounds so fun, I can't wait. What is going on, Faith? Is that what you're asking? Well, yeah, there's a really scary looking dude in the middle there who's probably gonna cause us a lot of heartache later down the line. But not only that, hidden in that grass over there is a very deadly Pokemon named Wobbuffet. I want one just so I can be like, hey, Wobbuffet. Can you imagine doing just one cool thing with a Wobbuffet on a challenge like this? Would just be so fun. Be like, beat Cyrus, the guy who, like, that'd be a great story. Be like, Cyrus saw the Wobbuffet before we caught it that ended up eviscerating him. That's the story of the century. But will Fate decide that for us? Is that our true destiny? We don't know that yet. We're gonna have to wait and find out. We gotta get some P-O-K-E accented E balls before we can do that, as Faith has just told us. So we're gonna go ahead and leave. I mean, I could have showed you guys Wobbuffet, but my luck, I'd go ahead, PokéRadar, find a Wobbuffet, Shadow Tag. We just lost the Piplup, so we're not doing that. We're gonna go ahead and be careful, but I will go ahead and play PokéRadar right now. Why not? We don't get it. Our encounters don't count until we get Pokeballs, so let's go ahead and see if we can find something kind of unique here, right? Nothing? Did no patches shake? Or what? No, I guess not. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go to Professor Owen's place. Ooh, yeah, we can get Kricketot. That would be kind of fun, actually. That sounds like a lot of fun to me. I've always wanted to use a Kricketune to some extent, and I could like train it up to get X-Scizor, and we could make some work happen with Kricketot. That'd be fun, actually. But I don't want it here. I want a Nidoran female. Like, if I had to pick one Pokemon that I can think of off the top of my head that I want to use more than anything on this playthrough, I want to use a Nidoqueen. Not a Nidoking, Nidoqueen. I want Nidoqueen pretty desperately. So, we'll hope we get that, but like I said, I'll accept anything that Destiny has to offer. So, with that being said, Lucas is like, you gotta come meet the professor with me. He'll give you some Pokeballs so you can catch your own Pokemon. Wait, that's not actually true. It's been a while since I played Platinum, guys. Bear with me. Lucas gives me Pokeballs, but we gotta get the Pokedex first, because that thing matters, apparently. And if any of you are asking why I'm not playing with the dongle method as well, for you that don't know what the dongle method is, it's the method where you can put a Game Boy game in the bottom slot and get unique Pokemon as well. There's a lot of really cool stuff you can get with that, and I tried extensively to find a way to do it, but there is no way that I could find to make it work. You have to beat the Elite Four and the champion to unlock that method, and that's something we can't do in a challenge, obviously, because then there would be nothing to beat. So, with that being said, that's unfortunate, but all we can do is PokéRadar and the Super Rod, but that's still some really cool stuff, so I'm looking forward to it. Anyways, it is time to give the Piplup number 2 a nickname, and I would love to name it Thing number 2, or Thing 2, or whatever they call it. That'd be kind of funny. Wait. Is that good? I was gonna name it Donald, but I mean, with the current state of the world, I don't know if that's a great name. So how about, I was gonna after Donald Duck, obviously, because I referenced Kingdom Hearts. That'd be kind of funny. But I don't like funny. I don't really care about funny. I like goofy. Go with it. It just came to me, and I feel like it's just goofy enough to stick. So we have our first, get it, it's referenced Kingdom Hearts. I said I was going to do something that I referenced earlier on, and while I haven't played very many of the games, if any at all, really, I played a little bit. I know Goofy's in it. Goofy and Donald. Goofy's a duck, right? I'm pretty certain. So yeah, we've got, yeah, he is. All right, I think, yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter. We have Goofy, the Piplup. And, if you also kind of want to look at it, Donald's like the lead in my eyes anyways, and Goofy's like number 2, the second duck. Piplup is the second duck. I know it's a penguin. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it. Not a single word about it. So, we have Goofy, duck. I'm pretty sure it's a duck. Otherwise, I'm humiliating myself. I will educate myself in the next episode. Either way, we have Goofy. I don't know much about Disney. I'll be honest. I'm not the biggest Disney fan in the world. Like, there's some good ones, but, like, I never really cared too much. Goofy, they're Disney, right? I'm pretty certain. See, this is my extent of knowledge on the Disney franchise. But hey, that was what our destiny was for this playthrough. I love that naming theme, not having one, because you have to come up with things on the spot. And any other time I would, say I started this an hour later, I probably never would have ended up coming up with that name. I had to do it right now to make that what happens. And I think that's really cool. So, I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be so much fun. I can't wait. I just want to go catch some Pokemon. Rowan, I'll take your Pokedex. Get out my face. Do I already have it? No, I don't have a Pokedex. But, I mean, I'm going to obtain an awful lot of items in this playthrough that I already have. I mean, I could literally leave here and ride the bike. That's funny, okay? I'm not going to, though. I was going to do it for the meme, but I said no items until I get them, so... You can actually do some cool things with that. I can ride the bike in Orberg City and then, like, just straight up leave and go off somewhere, through Mount Coronet or whatever. I will get destroyed, obviously, because the Pokemon are really high level. But I could do that, but I'm not allowed to do that. So I'm gonna play the game as normal. I just wanted the PokéRadar. It's fun. And with this, we get TM27 for return. And that's the only one of those we're gonna get for some time. I'm not gonna teach it right now, obviously, since it's not gonna have much effect. But it's gonna be something really good to have. It'll be the best move I can get on, like, a Cleffa, I believe, for a really long time. So, I'll save it for something that's actually going to use it in a good way. So, he's gonna show us the game, obviously. I've done the series on this game for one thing, and who watching doesn't know what a Pokemon Center or a Pokemart is? None of you. So, doesn't really matter, personally. And I will skip the catching tutorial, because that's another thing that nobody actually cares about. But we gotta go talk to our mom, don't we? Yeah, we do. Oh, boy. All right, then, Lucas. Goodbye. I do want to go ahead and get something else. Oh, and another thing, along with the dongle method, some people might be thinking, what about swarms? Lucas's younger sister will tell us about swarming Pokemon, which is really cool. And there's some, like, a whole table of unique Pokemon you can get over there. But, unfortunately, that also you can't do until after you beat the Pokemon League. Sad, I know. There's some sweet Pokemon over there, but alas, not today, unfortunately. Maybe if I ever find out a way to do that in, like, Black and White or something, that'd be sick. There's some cool Pokemon in that. That'd be fun. I don't know. I'm looking to play through games like this with really random things like the PokéRadar in future games as well, if there's anything extra that you could get out of it. So definitely I'll be taking ideas for things like that in the future, and I'll always come back to it and think, oh, that would be kind of fun. But this is something I've always wanted to do, the PokéRadar. And some people might be thinking, am I certain that nothing bad will happen by having all of these key items? The answer to that is I'm not. So let's say I get to Mount Coronet when it's time to go to the Distortion World, and it doesn't open. What do I do? Say something happens because I have all these items, and it just doesn't work. The game breaks. What do I do? And I don't actually know, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But should that end up happening, what I'll probably do is I'll have to take a hiatus. I'll trade my all my Pokemon over to another Platinum, get to that point again on a regular file. It's possible. I have 2 Platinum games, so if that happens, I've got a way around it. Just, you know, not really the most ideal thing, but it's something I feel like I should address now, just in case it does end up becoming an issue down the line. Either way, Faith's mother will come in and she's like finally caring about her son. She's like, all right, he probably needs some stuff. Take this to him if he's gonna be gone for a while. You know, did you guys used to play Pokemon outside your house all the time? Like leave your house and then act like you're playing Pokemon? That's always a good time. We used to play RuneScape outside, like act like we're training our skills. That's the most agility experience I ever got in real life, ever. Straight up, we used to like run in place and be like, we're training agility. It's like, I can safely say I've never done that again. Exercise, come on now. That's just a big waste of time. You can play Pokemon instead. I joke, of course. You guys should definitely get your healthy exercise. You know, if you want to help, make sure you're getting exercise. So it's like, I'm getting exercise in spirit. You know, if you want to help a brother out, that'd be nice. All right, anyways, I'm going to skip this catching tutorial. Lucas, you just do not matter, bud. All right, guys, so with that being said, we got some Pokeballs from Lucas, and the true reason I didn't want to show that cutscene is because what you didn't see is the reason Lucas isn't here is I actually killed him. He's gone, he's dead, and we'll never see him again. I know it's a really unfortunate circumstance to be put in, but I had to remove him. He's not Faith. We don't actually need him. So he's just a big waste of time. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and get a couple of encounters before we do end off the first episode. I think that'd be a lot of fun. So I want to go ahead and check Cerebi really quick because I'm not entirely certain. I normally do this before an episode, but I didn't. So I want to check what we can get on this route. Obviously, here in the nighttime, we can either get Bidoof, Starly, Shinx, or Kricketot. And with the PokéRadar, we can get Sentret. Now, I am forcing the use of the PokéRadar. I always have to use it if there's extra encounters. That way I can't, like, avoid something that would be with PokéRadar. Mareep, basically. I wouldn't if I could, but I'm going to have to. So that'll make it so I always have a chance to have something unique, even if I don't really want it. So I'm going to go ahead and buy 10 Pokeballs, get the Premier Ball as well. And we're going to go ahead and get our very first encounter. The area with Nidoran I'd like to avoid until last, because that way... if I get, say, a Starly here and a Bidoof on the lake, then woohoo, you know, I have a much better chance at getting a Nidoran. So I'm going to go ahead. Actually, what if I don't get a patch? I didn't even think about that. That's true. I don't have repels yet. So, oh well. Ooh, come on. Yeah. No! All right, we don't have a chance at a PokéRadar Pokemon then, and we're just going to go ahead and get a Shinx, which really sucks. Wait, that's right. Shinx doesn't count because of previous game clause. I used a Shinx up to a Luxio in the original Platinum Wedlocke, meaning Shinx does not count. I forgot about that. Thank God. We still have another chance. But I have to run off the PokéRadar. That's right. This is going to get annoying. I mean, I could use the bike for this, but it's fine. We'll get the bike soon enough. It's not really that big of a deal. And I get another chance, which is great. So no matter what I get here other than Sentret, it will knock something off of the Nidoran route. Because I really want a Nidoran. Either one of them. That'd be great. It'd be fun. It'd be unique, but you never know. So can you use it outside of the grass? It's been a long time. No, you have to use it in the grass, which means I might run into something again. But if it's like too far away, I'll just reset it again. I promise this won't be annoying. The best way to do it would be to leave and then do this, right? Yeah, that's less patches. All right, so my encounter for this route is a Starly. Okay, that's fine. No Sentret, but I mean, you can't always get to PokéRadar Pokemon. This will have an impact on our adventure, I'm certain. I know the PokéRadar Pokemon are only like a 6%, but later on, we'll be more likely to get things, especially with like repels and such like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and catch ourselves a Starly. Gonna growl us, so that's good. It'll at least lower our attack, meaning we probably won't knock it out. Obviously not. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's been a while since I played Pokemon, and bear with me, everybody. We're going to go ahead and weaken it a good bit. And I'm not allowed to skip encounters, by the way. I would never do this, but one of the rules of the FateLocke is you have to fill your party as soon as possible. You can't skip encounters. That way, you can, once you have a full party, you always have to have a full party, and by skipping encounters, you can make that stretch really far, and you're not allowed to do that in this variant. You have to catch everything, you're not allowed to skip, so and it doesn't matter anyways, because I can deposit this in the PC later if I want to, if I don't want to use it, because, it's not a Wedlocke, obviously. Do I have potions? Oh my god, I might have to eat those words. I might have to run, which wouldn't be my fault, which is allowed, but it would still really suck. That would be a horrible start to this. Come on, get in the ball. Yeah, there we go. All right, scare me. I'm gonna make sure to heal before the next one. But we got ourselves a Starly. Awesome. So Starly, I believe in my original Platinum Wedlocke, I caught one and I named it Raptor, because the naming theme was roller coasters. And Raptor is actually one of my favorite roller coasters ever. It's from Cedar Point, but which is also kind of like a cartoon also, because there's Snoopy and stuff there. What's that little bird's name? Oh, Starly. Anyway, Starly, the starling Pokemon. Because they're weak individually, they form groups. However, they bicker if the group gets too big. All right, I'm gonna look up what that little that little bird's name from, what you call it, the Peanuts. You guys know what I'm talking about? I hope so. What's his name? Charlie Brown's bird. Charlie Brown's bird. A whole bunch of people out there know who I'm talking about. Got it! This name is beautiful. All right, so what I'm going to go ahead and name this Starly is going to be after Charlie Brown's little bird thing. I haven't actually seen the Peanuts, so if like it's not even his bird and it's just like a stick or something, I don't know, I apologize. But we're gonna go ahead and name Starly after that, and I know it's probably a male. Yeah, it's a male, but we're gonna go with it anyways. And we're gonna go ahead and name this Starly Woodstock. We have Woodstock, the Starly. All right, cool. Two pretty cool names. And yeah, the PokéRadar starts up again. What have I gotten a Sentret next? Just curious for everybody out there. Sentret you can only get here, so no chance again unless we get a shiny while training. But obviously, I think I've said that at the start of every single series I've ever done. Not gonna happen. So yeah, that is it for Route whatever the heck this is. What is it? 202. Okay, let's go to Lake Verity, which I'm actually kind of worried about, because couldn't I mean, I can't die against Wobbuffet unless I attack it, right? So I might want to go ahead and figure out exactly how Shadow Tag works, because we don't want no accidents, not this early. Because, I mean, I might not even find one, like a Wobbuffet, but, still scary. Not entirely sure, but we're going to go ahead and buy some more Pokeballs. Well, I want to buy a couple potions, because if I do have to kill it for some reason, like I run out of Pokeballs, then I can heal up a little bit. So we're just going to buy like 5 of them. There we go. Beautiful. So, Shadow Tag prevents all foes from fleeing or switching out. Yeah, I thought it might have something to do with level. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, okay. We're just going to go ahead and hope for the best. We're out of money, too. We are flat broke, but that's okay. Let's go. We didn't check out Woodstock. This is right. Let's go ahead and check out Woodstock and see what she's all about. So, Woodstock is a rash nature and is capable of taking hits. Well, we'll find that out eventually here, won't we? With the ability Keen Eye. All right. So, I don't know if I'll end up actually using Woodstock full time, but before I have a full party and I have Pokemon to choose from, I'm going to have to train her up, because I'm going to need, all my Pokemon to be able to fight the best that they can. So, I want to skip this route, like I said, just in case I get a Bidoof on the next route, because then my chance of getting something here would be actually guaranteed Nidoran if I waited until morning, which I probably will. So if I get a Bidoof here, I'm probably not going to catch another Pokemon until next episode. So, we'll go ahead and go to Lake Verity and hope for the best. So, can you get crickets out here? I have no idea. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and use PokéRadar, and I can get to that patch. My encounter for Lake Verity is possibly a Wobbuffet. Okay, this just got real. This is why I wanted to do the PokéRadar. But, big but, no, not the biggest but, I'm gonna stop talking. I might not catch it. It's very possible I use all of these Pokeballs and I don't get it. Its catch rate is probably not very good. Let's just pray. Please, please. Okay, not pretty. But I don't think it can do anything to me. Yeah. Unless I attack it. That's true. All right, we're just gonna keep throwing Pokeballs and pray. Oh, please, this would be so cool. The stress. Oh, the stress. It's killing me. What is Wobbuffet's catch rate? Oh, the stress is unbearable. I will probably try to weaken it because I can use 3 items. And also, I didn't have to roll the dice because, obviously, my only partner for Goofy right now is Woodstock. What? No. I don't think I'm going to attack this turn. No, we'll just go ahead and wait that one out. So, how you guys doing? You think I'm gonna catch Wobbuffet? I don't think so. I'm so scared because I want it so bad. I think it would be so cool. And I mean, it hasn't used counter, so let's just pound it. I have to weaken it if I want a shot. Okay, it used counter. No, we aren't doing this! So, this is not really feeling too good for me here. We'll throw another Pokeball and hope for the best is all I can say. I'm sure so many people out there are like, catch this. That would be so cool. Oh, man. They're gonna do this to me, aren't they? They are going to take Wobbuffet from me. That was Safeguard, wasn't it? Well, I'm not attacking it again unless I heal. So I am gonna use a potion here. Healing item number 1 for Goofy and Woodstock for this fight. And this was a 12% encounter, not a 6. So that's pretty good, actually. And Safeguard again. Okay, I can't. If I crit it and it used counter, it would kill me. So we don't want to crit. Thank you. And it did use counter. It is predicting me, and I don't like that. We'll throw another Pokeball. Its catch rate is 45, so I probably am not going to catch this thing. That's really, really unfortunate. I want this to have some sort of an effect. I want the PokéRadar to actually do something for this series. And if I don't catch this, I drop the ball right away. So I've got a lot of pressure going on here. I'm going to go ahead and use another potion. I know I could probably take another counter because it was only doing 10, but I'm not going to risk that. That's just not going to happen here. Maybe if it hits me like down to 15 next time, I will, but you know, I have to get this thing down. And it's really risky because, I mean, safe Destiny Bond's not a thing right now, so I'm going to go ahead and pound it. Let's just hope. Let's just hope and pray. Come on. Safeguard, yes. I don't want to hit it again because I feel like a crit would kill it, but I'm going to. I have to risk because I have to get it down as low as possible. Beautiful. All right, this is the best chance I've got. I've got 8 tries. Let's just pray. Come on. Oh man, I'm gonna lose it. Ah, this is such a stressful first episode. Come on. No, it shook 3 times! No! Come on! This would be such a hype first episode! I don't want to let anyone down! Get it! I'm just gonna give up hope. I'm just gonna give up hope. Fate had different plans. You know, that's something that I can say that'll just give me a little bit of solace with this. And you know what? I'm in a bad situation here because I might lose my encounter on the next route by not having any Pokeballs. But I can't not throw them. Oh, this is a great start to this series. Wow, what was I thinking? Was I thinking straight? Ah, yeah, we'll catch a Wobbuffet with regular Pokeballs. That's not gonna be an issue. Oh. No! Playing with my heart! Why would they do that on the last... Oh! Come on! Wow. I can't believe this. What a start. I always want the first episode of a series to be so much fun, and I feel like this just dropped the ball completely, and it really demotivates me, to be honest. But that's what fate had in store. Wow. I can't run, can I? Yeah, I didn't think so. I can't switch either, can I? Well, Wobbuffet is not going to happen. And there's not really anything I can do about that. Well, I don't know how Destiny Bond works, and I'm kind of scared because I'm not certain if it has worn off yet. Like, I know how it works, but I don't want to be, like, you know, screwed here. So, let's go ahead and look up Destiny Bond now, because the last thing I want is to have it kill me. That would really be unfortunate. That would probably make me scrap this. Like, I would be so hurt that I did this to myself. So when Destiny Bond is used until the user moves again if the user faints. So if it uses something else, then I can outspeed and kill it, right? Like, that's what I'm taking from this. I'm just going to try and wait one more turn. See if it doesn't use Destiny Bond, and then I'll go for it, because then I'll kill it, you know, and then we'll lose our encounter, but I didn't have a choice. So, I hope we don't lose Goofy either, because that would also be pretty goofy. What a start to the series, guys. Yeah, I didn't have much of a choice. Yep. Alright. I'm sad. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people out there are probably like, oh, this would be so fun, but I don't cheat. And I'm not going to go ahead and try and get another one. You can't do that. So, like Verity, we have blown. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. And when the rule is you have to catch them all, you have to try. I think the rule is you have to attempt to catch them all. So, I might just blow my Nidoran now, which is just heartbreaking to me. Oh, why are you doing this? No! Yeah, I did. So because I don't have any Pokeballs, this route is dead now. What a start. What a start to the series. I am very disappointed. I'm sad for myself because, like, I wanted to use an Nidoran more than anything. But I'm also sad because I feel like this is just, like, really ruined the hype for the series. I hope that's not the case, and I hope you guys will correct me and tell me it's all alright. But I don't have any Pokeballs or money. I mean, I'll get money before the next town, so it's fine. But I hope this doesn't dampen anything for you guys. We'll have many shots at encounters. And we just happen to miss out on some really cool ones at the start. But, you know what? This is gonna help me get through this. I know it's cheesy, but maybe that's just our destiny. So, with that being said, I hope you guys are excited for the premise of this challenge and the series in a whole. And I hope you guys are looking forward to next episode. So, if you're watching this on the day of release, I wish you all a Merry Christmas if you celebrate it. And hopefully I'll be seeing you again before the new year. So, with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.